Hi everyone, welcome back to Mind, Body and Energy. This is Carol, and yes, I know it's been a long time since you have seen my face. It's almost the second week of June, and this video has not been out, but let's reconnect. It's completely fine, right? I did post on my community on YouTube saying that I would be delayed because, at the personal front, there were big changes because we just shifted to a new house. As you can see, we are at a very different setting. um, the weather was really nice today, so I thought why not I go out and record. And I kind of like this space, and also the fact that my creator's room is not yet ready, and I do wanted to get this video out there because I promised you all. So yes, the weekly reading I just recorded, and I'm now recording my monthly reading, which is month ahead reading for the June month this time. I just want to take a moment that it's been, I don't think I've been this consistent on YouTube before, and it's the sixth month where I've been consistently posting the monthly readings, and of course, other shots and all. I've also been very consistent. So I'm quite like pat on the back, yay moment that I can look from future in the past and be like, you did that. Anyway, you can also take a moment to be grateful before we start this sixth month's reading today. Before moving ahead, there's one more announcement that I am taking monthly reading, personal monthly reading. So if you want to book your own personal monthly reading, you can. It is more descriptive and personalized, of course. So now let's move on to the reading. Read the pink slide, choose your stone for today, and let's begin. So let's begin with this stone. If you have chosen this stone, let's begin with the tarot first, okay? So I've pulled out 6 cards. Now I shall see for you pile number one. Okay, pile number one. The June month seems to be very interesting, okay? Um, 6 cards that have popped up are Death card, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, the Hierophant, and Three of Wands. I believe this was a similar energy to for water energy for this week, that coming week, from I believe 15th till 21, something like that. So the cards that have popped up, first of all, gives me this energy of there's a lot of endings that is happening for you in this week, in this month of June. A lot of patterns. Some of you can also be water signs because that was the energy that's coming in. Or you might be feeling very emotional. So, what I'm seeing here is that a lot of patterns are ending. A lot of people, some people might be losing people as well from their lives. Um, so, one thing that I'm seeing here is that want, want of getting rich, that want of being wealthy is what I'm seeing. And because of that want, there's possibility that this month you might take some few greedy steps that might bring you to loss in a way. So what would I recommend you is, first of all, pace the things. Do not move too quickly. Do not act too quickly. Be structured, be disciplined, be consistent. Okay, that would help you to form connections. Forming connections should be of priority, or not, and not directly getting money from someone. It should be forming those connections that have connections. That can also be one of the ways to go. Or just forming deeper bonds with people, actually paying attention to relationship. When I say form connection, it's not superficial, it's actually being your authentic self, and then like, I saw something. So being your authentic self and then moving on from there and connecting with people. Okay. So that is very, very important for you. There are some distractions in the life which also are possible for you. So here also you have to be a bit careful. But by the end of the month, I do see you choosing something which is very important for you, choosing something that will help you lead a better life, choosing ways to go about it. So perhaps the beginning and the middle of the June you would feel a little haphazard and a little confused of what to and how to go about things. Prioritize your goals as well. You don't have to, you know, um, have everything together. Oh, that's a bird. This is a pigeon. Sorry, got distracted by pigeon. I thought it was someone's foot. Okay, so anyway, going back to but pigeon actually the metaphor can be here that pigeon is referred to birds. Ah, so nine of pentacles also has a bird, right? And I just saw pigeon. So one of the important messages I feel for you is that there is some sort of important message that is going to come. Okay, now we are in a modern world, so it would not be through pigeons or birds. It would be perhaps social media or Gmail. Just keep an eye on those things. This month, pace it out. Let's move on to Moonology deck. The two cards that popped up from ah, it's quite ironical because the cards that have popped up are new start is coming and it's time to take action. So I know I said to not take action, but here when I said do not take action is like to not think before you act. Do not just like pounce into things that first thing comes to your mind. Take calculated risk and then act. Because I do feel like because of the recklessness, things can go in loss. Perhaps it can be for someone who is going to put like money in wrong investments. So take your time. You don't have to jump into things. Okay, you still have time. Moving on to the Oracle card from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. The cards that have popped up for you are Sacral Chakra, confront, and opportunity beckons. So I do see that there are quite a few opportunities, but only if you are stable, if you're calm, if your mind is at peace, you'll be able to make the most of that opportunity. And the opportunity that I also said was to actually make connections and through them make an opportunity that keeps on building. So the cards that are poured up here is the sacral chakra. First of all, the sacral chakra talks about your wisdom, your inner wisdom, your moral, your ethics, your compass, your your self-esteem, your confidence as well. Um, those things has to be worked on. Those things would be triggered also. So what you can do is you can put on YouTube sacral chakra music and meditate on it. That is also a great way to go about it. With that, next card is confront. So you have to sit with yourself. You have to make decisions. You have to make choices. You cannot rely on others to make choices for you, and you cannot blame others to have made choices for you which has not worked for you. So you have to take the accountability of your actions and you have to confront yourself that okay, you know what, yes, I did that, or you know what, we are going to make this decision and we are going to make this decision out of in full senses, and we are going to take the accountability of whatever the consequence of this action would be. with that this opportunity begins. So yes, there are a lot of opportunities there. New start is coming, let's say, from the oracle deck. So yes, all of that is coming. I'm just asking you to not rush the process, trust the process. Okay. The last deck is Snake and Animal Guardian. The deck is Angels and Ancestor Oracle. So Snake says shed old skin, and Animal Guardian says trust your instincts. So what is happening right now in the month of June, which you have to be careful of, is that you are trusting fear, and out of fear you are rushing and you are making decisions. What you have to do is trust universe, trust your instincts. Now you have to make a difference between what is fear and what is intuition in your system. Fear would come with a negative connotation, would come in like um, doubt. Intuitive is quite clear. It's just a knowing. Okay, it's inner knowing. If you trust that inner knowing, fear would also give you excuses and the rationality also that this and that. Intuition would just be, you know, the sun is yellow in color. There's no other thoughts that's coming next to it. You have to choose that intuition. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number one. Now we will move on to pile number two. Okay, so pile number two, if you chose this stone, this is going to be your reading. By the way, backstory. The stone, I got it from, I think it's the place, Kumbhalgarh. I think Kumbhalgarh. This lava place. So special stones, basically. Let's see your tarot cards. Pile number two. Okay, pile number two have been thinking a lot. A lot of most of the cards that have popped up are from sword suit, which is of mind, which is of thinking, which is of communication. Um, yeah. So most of the thing is in your head this month, okay? And how everything is in your head actually, if you talk like that, you know. But especially this month, for some reason, you are putting a lot of stress in your head. It starts only from a very might your month that started. It might have already started from a lot of stress, like a almost burnt out numbness, a lot of not happiness, sorry, a lot of mm, baggage, a lot of perhaps for some it can also be uh, back pain, you know, that sort of energy is also I'm seeing. There's also this energy that hope I'm not logged out, hope I'm not, you know, it's what if scenarios, and all the what if scenarios negative. It's very heavy in your mind this month. For what reason? Is it worth it? Because here, from these six cards, I don't see any physical obstacle, anyone stopping and being obstacle in your way on purpose. All I'm seeing an interpretation of what's happening, and that interpretation is actually being negative. However, there is also, as the month moves on, what I'm seeing is that there is this transformation that is happening. There's also this defense mechanism that is building, which might be disguised as boundaries. I also see a lot of people are coming, and you are sort of shielding yourself from a lot of people, a lot of connection. You are saying that I've moved out of this sort of lifestyle, I'm not the same person anymore. You're saying that, you know, I don't do that anymore. I'm not the same person. That's very immature now for me to do all those things. So you are establishing those. You have to question if it is out of escapism, or if it is out of actually after you have thought through, after you have um, made that decision that it's not really working out for my life, it is rational. With that, towards the end of the month, I do see new beginnings, new emotional beginnings. So it can be an emotion like a project that you are passionate about, you feel fulfilled to do. It can be a cause, it can be social work. It can also be for some a new relationship, a new crush that is coming through. Okay, with that there's also this balance thing that will be required, because now the new thing is beginning, but it's the old thing still exists, right? It hasn't ended. So there's some sort of juggling that's happening, and towards the end of the month you'll understand exactly what happened. You'll have some clarity in your thoughts. All those stressful thought will go away. You'll be much more in a peaceful, much more in a clear mind. You have compartmentalized your thoughts. You know exactly what this thought meant, and if it was true or not, if it was based on fear or not. So by the end of the month, you'll get a lot of clarity, a lot of perspectives on things. Now, moving on to your oracle card. Let's see. Let's go with the Moonology oracle card. Okay, so it says you are good enough and work through your fears. That's beautiful. I feel like it's very aligned with this reading. You're good enough. Maybe that is why this thought that am I good enough was one of the thoughts that is making you overthink a lot of things, questioning your worth and questioning others' trust on you and your trust on others, because this core belief is that I'm not good enough. But then the second card that has popped up from Moonology is work through your fears. So which I do see you would be continuously doing in some form or the other, situationally or not, this month. And by the end of the month, it would be much more clear. Now let's move on to the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. The cards that have popped up are Master, Strengthening Bonds, and Move. So here I think MasterCard tells me mostly that mastering your mind is the theme of this month. So whenever you feel that you're stuck in a loop or stagnancy, think if it's the mind that's playing tricks on you. Think if you add the movement in your life, would it help in the with the stagnancy? Will it help in the shifting of those thoughts and perspectives? I also see strengthening bonds. So yeah, instead of shooing away people, perhaps strengthening the ones that you actually believe in, actually trust. So that should be of the focus this month. And the last oracle cards, which is angels and ancestors, are Arrow, which says surround yourself with protective energy, and Seer, see beyond the current situation. See beyond the current situation is similar to mastering your mind, I would say, because when you master your mind, you do see things from different perspectives and not just one. You see from different angles, you see from higher perspective. You don't see just one situation, you see everyone else's side of stories as well. And surround yourself with protective energy is also beautiful, because in a way you're doing it, but don't make it too much that you are not protecting yourself from like you're not surrounding yourself with protective energy, but you're escaping into the comfort. Okay, so that needs to be looked upon. So that's what I'm saying for you, pile number two. Let me know if it resonated with you, and I'll see you until next time. Take care. Bye bye. Alright, pile number three. If you've chosen this beautiful rock, then this reading is for you. Let's see what is coming for you in the month of June. I've pulled out for six tarot cards. Let's see that. Okay, comparatively, pile three, you are doing better than pile one and two, if that makes you feel good. I see that just in the beginning of the month, you felt that a clean slate has happened. Perhaps you have shifted to a new place, a new city, a new or perhaps you were traveling in the first week of June, okay, and you are in such optimistic, innocent mood, you know, and what I'm saying that this optimistic attitude is going to throughout be um, in the month of June. Towards the end of the month, it might change. I will share that in a bit. But from what I'm seeing, as holistic as it can be, the month of June is quite optimistic, quite innocent, quite risk taking, quite abundant. Actually, I'm not seeing any problem financially. I feel like there's no scarcity as well. You're living quite full, quite well. Your tummy is going to be full. I see that connections are going to be deeper this month, and you taking leadership and action towards whatever you want, and you're leading well, you're inspiring well, you are being a great boss in terms of having you know this mentality of flexibility and also um, empathy, okay. With that, however, those two cards that have popped up, which talks about lack mindset, somewhere mentally you might be struggling because you will be engaging in um, overthinking, and that can cost your sleep, that can cost your dreams. So you might get nightmares. I also feel that there's this mentality of lack that is coming, even though I see that you are fully taken care of this month materialistically, emotionally, spiritually, also you can say. But there's a lack mindset that's coming, which is in fear of something, and not taking help from others. So I see that this is possible because you have been this sort of person who doesn't want to rely on anyone who is okay with therapizing everyone or helping other people out, but in terms of sharing their own baggage or load or distress with someone, you feel that you are putting that much pressure on someone else, but it's not true. People want to help you. People want to be there for you. With them. Right. So after that, let's see monology. What has popped up for you? So a time for healing, and what do you need to release? Yeah. So I will say what you need to release out of all the things that you might have made list of is this lack mindset. Is this belief of I'm putting pressure on someone else for my life. No, they want to be there for you. A time for healing. So, yes, perhaps this month I would suggest you guys to take out some time to meditate. I feel like your guides are trying to connect with you, and yes, take that break, take that um, pause. It's important. Moving on to next deck. The cards that I forgot from Sagittarius for the heart is nurture, trust, and well-deserved reward. It's beautiful. I'm sensing fire signs from this pile. So I would say nurturing yourself is sort of what I said about meditating. But it's not just meditation. It can be food. It can be water. It can be consuming right sort of content, and trusting yourself and trusting others that yes, you can share your problems with them as well, you know. And well-deserved reward is similar to Nine of Cups card, which is not popped up here, but well-deserved reward for me it feels like it is Nine of Cups. So yeah, there is some sort of reward going to come if you start trusting. Okay, now let's move on to the last deck. Summer, which is bask in joy and light, and warrior. It says be fearless and stand strong. Yes, very sun sign, very fire sign energy. Like I said before, because summer card also just popped up, and I have not seen these cards before. I just shuffled and kept it facing down. Summer says bask in joy and light, which is very similar to the fool energy as well. So yes, keep that optimistic, innocent energy throughout, the joyful, youthful energy, because that's what you're known for as well. Pile number three. And also, you're not just happy go lucky, but you're also very strong and very fierce when it has to be. So you can, King of Wands also. So you can shape. King of Wands also is a Leo card actually. So Warrior also says that, so here that I'm seeing is that you are that combinations of sweet and spice and everything nice in a way, because you can be sweet, you can be dancing and blah blah. But when it comes to the war zone, you will be there first with your swords and your tools that is required, to help someone out, to stand for your family, to stand for your friends. So you can also be a bit territorial in a way, which is okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile three. It's a beautiful, beautiful month. You can also collaborate with a lot of people. So yeah, do not be a lone wolf this month. Collaborate with people. That's what I'm seeing for you, pile number three. If it resonated with you, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.